Hello, today I'm going to show you how I color. And I don't think I'm the best colorer, if whatever, in the world, but it's fun, and sometimes it's neat when you can make your pictures look really pretty and stuff. So, yeah. Well, my camera decided to be a pain. But anyway, it likes to shut off on its own. So anyway, where I was you're just going to color in a circular motion like this. And I like to hold the pencil like way down here and all tight in a fist. I just find it easier to control it. Now, when you color with lines and stuff like that, you can see those lines, and then you don't always get in all those gaps. But even if you do that, you can just color over it. And this takes forever because I go over it several times, which is why my pictures take forever. And actually, I'm breaking one of my own rules right now, because what I like to do is color Erkin's eyes first, so in case I make a mistake, I can just erase, and I don't have to erase everything. So I'm going to stop with that for now and go to the eyes. And tack size, I like to use purple and orchid. And it doesn't really matter what colors you use. I mean, if you want tack size to be blue, whatever, go for it. But you can probably see these pencil lines. I keep those in just until I'm ready to outline them, so I remember where they are. And then I color the pupils. And sometimes I don't even bother erasing, because sometimes it's just light enough. But there you go. And then you can either color in them first or color in the eyes around. And basically it's the same thing. But when you color in this circular motion, you cover more space and just keep going back and forth until you can't see any white spaces. That's just been a thing with me since longer I can remember. Since I started coloring with crayons, I could not for the life of me leave any white spaces. So I was constantly coloring it over. And it fills it in more. And when you go to scan, it's actually better when you scan it too. But I've been doing this coloring method that I do now for a couple years now. Before, everything was just a mess. I've always been alright at coloring, like, you know, coloring books and stuff, but color pencils, I didn't really have those until I was older. But yeah, I can spend this much time on an eye alone. Sometimes a long time. And that's why I'm just coloring parts of this. And then, if ever I see lines coming out, I just erase, because then it looks messy. And then, for her innards, I'm going to use orchid, and I'm just going to do a light thing. Now her eyes, they're more purple inside, but it's always hard with colored pencils trying to pick the right colors from digital to traditional. So just work with what you have. I mean, coloring's fun no matter what color you color tack. If you decide to color her purple or blue or, I don't know, silver, just go for it, because it's awesome. I think the most interesting thing you're going to get out of this is me talking to myself and hearing Owl City, if you can possibly hear that on my camera. But I'm not even recording the sound on my camera because it sucks and the quality is just terrible. I like good quality. So then I go over the eyes again, and magically my camera hasn't turned off on itself again. That's just a pain. And color it some more. Now, I'm probably rushing this just a bit because I'm all crazy right now with talking to you guys and listening to Owl City and wanting to sing it out loud. So if I do start singing, I'm not going to apologize because I don't care, because singing is awesome too. So then, I'm going to color her eyelid here. And I I'm going to do shading later. So I'm going to have this the same color as the shading, but sometimes I don't. It depends. But yeah, I just do the same coloring thing here. Hopefully you can see all this. I don't have a very good camera. One day, these days I shall. And then, since I'm such a perfectionist I am, I can't, but it's more like I have high standards for myself now. I can't just scan something without it being completely finished, and completely finished to me just gets longer and longer to do each time. I didn't used to have such high standards, but I'm crazy now. So then I'm going to color this eye. Look, I'm like, you can't even see Zim because my hand is blocking him. But, color it just the way I colored the other one. This is my sister's CD actually, I got her. Yeah, you probably can't even hear it. And then I get the orchid again. Oh, it's so pretty, folks. I just love colors. I love things colored. I can't have things not colored because I just love it so much. And that's the biggest thing. If you want to get good in your coloring or good at anything, you just have to love it. If you don't have any interest for wanting to get better or improving, that's fine, but that's really what you need. That and time. Because sometimes I am not a very, like for instance, I'm not a patient person. So I have to force myself to be patient, and I've had to do it over the years. So I'm going to color this. Now, my initial coloring it, I do it very lightly. Because then if you make a mistake, you can just say, hey, I can fix this. Let's color her tongue, because she wants to say things with her tongue. I don't know. And that's just a regular pink right there. Oh, and usually, I also broke another one of my rules. Usually I start with shading first. I don't know why I didn't this time. And I actually forgot to get another green, because I like to shade with all kinds of crazy colors. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So you make another little line here. And since I'm very lazy, most of my shading lines look the same for any Irken. There we go. And then, for whatever reason, I like to shade the eye, around the eyes too. It depends on my mood at the time. Let's see if I can zoom in a little more, because I don't want you guys missing out on, I don't know, stuff. So, I'm going to color a little bit darker here. Yeah, see, I spend a lot of time on head. In fact, I'd be going a lot slower, but yeah. So I just go over any white spaces I find. Now, what I'd really love to learn, or at least get better at, is digital coloring, because it's so cool seeing all the people that can do that, and I'm like, wow.